Hello everyone, my name is Michael Bushman and welcome back to YuGiOh Master Duel for our monthly climb on the rank ladder. Well, I have been climbing in the background, I always do. This is just a monthly update on Master Duel, and I don't see rescue ace that much. That I'll tell you. Ever since the Abel Star and all of her support came into this game, this is literally all I see. I was right, and a lot of the decks from the last format were like pushed to the wayside, and everybody seems to be playing Snake Eyes now and some variant of it, and we're literally just waiting for Fire Kings now, so that the entire meta can be turned on its head yet again. But Age of Overlord can't come soon enough, and I have a lot of success with this deck. I'm playing it in this exact build you see here. I have been debating on whether or not I should change the second Rescue Ace HQ into a reinforcement of the army, but from all of the games that I've played, having two is honestly, it feels good, it feels right, especially for Master Duel, because if they destroy one, then at least you have another to recover. Until we get the new support, we will probably not see any hits to this deck in the near future, unless of course they do something like completely drastic, like say limit Hydron to 1, also limit Airlifter, and also limit Emergency. Then we will be sticking to the Abel Star engine for quite some time. But other than that, yeah, that we're gonna see more gameplay this time, minus the deck tech. So let's see what the fire department has for us this time around. Going first, and just another small update. There's an event going on right now that is honestly really fun. It's an old school event that is going on from I think March the 1st up until tomorrow, at least from the time I'm recording this video. And it's really fun. They're using the ban list from 2004, so this hand sucks, by the way. Even if we do get what we need, there's no guarantee, but we are Ash Blossom proof, so you know what, we're just gonna go for it. Anyway, going back, I played through the event. I just used one of the loner decks at first, and then I faced off against a burn deck like almost immediately, and I just ended up rocking a burn deck for the 2004 ban list, and it was fun. It was surprisingly fun. Just a slow. Well, it's not exactly a plodding format, but a lot of people are, at least the opponents I faced against, I played in it way longer than I should have. A lot of people who played in the event are wholly unprepared for burn and or control in the event, and they may use old school stuff, but nothing beats running into Sakuretsu armor even in 2024. It was fun. It was really fun, and Master Duel needs to do more of these like pre-2010 formats. It's just super fun, and it's a lot slower, and honestly a lot easier to digest compared to the Yu-Gi-Oh that we have here today. But I'm just gonna do my quote-unquote standard Rescue Ace combos here. This is the specific line that I always use, because it uses up well, it doesn't use up too many resources, but it's definitely a hefty sum. It ends on Ambler Whale, so I have 2 pops, and then I have a negate in Infinite Impermanence. Sad that we weren't able to get the fire truck in rotation as well, but I'm pretty sure there are like easier ways to do this. Just end on Linkoribo, then use Hydran to get Turbulence out. But I prefer it like this. Just set up the resources here, and then we can get the fire truck later. This is surprisingly, this setup that I'm doing is surprisingly more than enough sometimes, and I don't know why. I don't know why people fold to this. Just 2 pops and a negate. Well, it's 3 points of interaction, and honestly, that's a lot more than what certain decks can go against. But I'm gonna scare my opponent a bit by setting 2 cards here. So I have a pop with Promethean Princess, and then should she ever get removed, Ambler Whale is going to trigger. I also have a negate, and in case this is a Mariner match, we're gonna use Crossout Designator here. Okay, we have Hero Olives. That is fine. This is like the 4th hero deck I've faced in the last 3 days. I don't know what's gotten into a lot of these people, but We're not gonna negate that. We're gonna negate Cross Crusader. Ooh. Do we do this? It was special summon. That is interesting. We're gonna leave. We're gonna let that be for now. He is gonna search though. Um, God, the thing about Hero, and still has a 5 card hand. He could have more ways to extend. Um, One thing I do, the one thing about Hero is you could nip them at the bud and they won't be able to do anything. He hasn't normal summoned, so that's the scariest part actually. So we're gonna save our negates and or interaction until much later. Because if they do normal summon, then their options will be, well, at least I hope they will be limited by that point. But we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait and see what they end up with. Heroes do have a lot of lines to get to essentially the same board. They find a way to OTK you, and they summon. They basically the trap card. I think it was favorite contact. If I'm remembering it correctly. Um, Once they have the trap card in rotation, they can basically use the extra deck like a toolbox to have certain floodgates to stop the opponent from playing the game, especially if they go first. But heroes are honestly are a lot better going second. So, okay. This is still not the point where we do this, honestly. But we're not going to negate it. We are going to remove one material off the board, though. They will have access to, I think... Wait, hold on. It adds a hero from deck to hand. Alright. So they will likely use their normal summon on Vion. And then, no, he's already discarded Shadow Mist, so I have no idea who else is gonna search from here using Shadow Mist. But Faris is definitely going to get increase, and let's see what Shadow Mist is gonna get. Denier. Alright. I mean, that guy isn't in rotation yet, so yeah, that's completely fine. We're gonna summon. I probably shouldn't have done that since it's just another target for them to run over, but at least it's something to scare them with. He will special summon that, sure. He still has 5 cards in hand. Again, this is the scariest part about Hero. He could have a plethora of extenders in his hand right now, or just a bunch of hand traps that he refused to use. Special summon. Do we stop this? He has not normal summoned at all. So this is extremely, extremely scary. We should wait. We should keep holding back until my opponent does something else. Because again, he has not normal summoned. I'm going to wait until he normal summons, or he does something where he will probably not have too many things to recover from. So, but we're gonna find out soon enough to see what my hero opponent has here. So right now he's using Vion. I have no idea what he's going to send. I'm assuming it's either malicious, because he got Denier to hand. I don't know if that was part of the plan, but we're gonna see soon enough. Okay, sending Neos. Alright, so that's a line that he will have for much later. I'm assuming this will banish... Okay, he's banishing Faris. That's usually a 3 of. So there's that. Okay. Getting Poly. That is fine. He has not normal summoned yet, so he can keep going. I will allow him to keep going here. So we're gonna see. I have candy in my mouth right now. I'm drooling a little too much. Oh my god. Okay. Using Polymerization. Let's see what my opponent is going to fuse into. I'm assuming he's not going to use the material. Oh, he already has a malicious in hand. The worst case scenario, he has both malicious in hand. That is always a possibility. So his graveyard is pretty stocked up. He can use Wake Up Your Elemental Hero and return everything, because that's what I did during the Synchro Fusion event, if I remember correctly. Where he would where basically the end board was to end with Wake Up Your Elemental Hero, and then just try to OTK your opponent from there. Surprisingly, it didn't have DPE, because good god, I still miss this guy. for some weird reason. He was meta like a couple of formats ago, but now he's nowhere to be found, and I'm not sure if I'm fine with that. But I guess it's okay. Um, so my opponent is going to do something here. But let's see. So returning one of the Malleys, that is to be expected. That's usually Denier's job, and once he's done that, he's just either fusion or link climb material. Hell, even Xyz if you want to be spicy. Okay, yep, there's Cross Crusader. That's the one I was waiting for. So he'll definitely do that, but he did return one of the Malleys, and it will still allow him to extend even further beyond. Do we stop this? Honestly, I should try and stop this. Hopefully, this will prevent him from getting any too much more material on board. But I believe we are dead here. Because one negate is simply not enough to break a hero board. You need like multiple points, and the trap card that Rescue Ace has would definitely have helped here. Had I known that I was, of course, facing off against hero. Okay, he chose to destroy that, which will trigger Ambloale, and I will definitely destroy the malicious because I believe. Oh, he didn't banish that one just yet. Oh God. Should I just get rid of Fion, or do I get rid of DPE? DPE already used his effect, so I think we should just get rid of Fion here. Just reduce the number of material he has on board and make him work a little extra hard for him to do what he needs to do. Denier has already done his. Denier's already done both of his effects, so this is probably where I want him to be. But let's see. All right, yeah, he does have another link to Infernal Divisor. Yeah, that's expected. Let's see what my opponent is going to get himself into here. I think it's safe to just turn off interaction by this point, and I'll just make a jump cut, and then let's see what my opponent ends up on. Or I could just be dead. So I'll see you guys after the jump cut. Okay, we're back, and my opponent seemingly did not have anything else on in hand, nor his graveyard is like good enough, so he'll be drawing the malicious he set on top. But we do have a couple of things. First, we're going to recycle the Bellstar here. And then we're gonna get another Hydrant. Basically, we're filtering them all out of the deck because we can. We do have another Hydrant. Okay, yep. And this is also like, this is going to serve as bait. That'll cause his DP activation to be a little jumpy. But then again, it is the right call to just pop this, nip this at the bud before anything else happens. Or what we can do, activate the effect, force him to use the DPE. God damn it, he didn't fall for it. So we're gonna do this. So we're gonna get Turbulence. That is to be expected. And then we're gonna summon Relinquish Anima because we can. It's just link material, even though he doesn't have anything set to that specific area. Let's see what my opponent thinks of this. He is thinking about something. Okay, that is extremely premature of your opponent. You could have done something else there. Because you literally just I don't know if he threw. I think he just threw here. This literally leaves me wide open to do what I'm going to do right freaking now. So we banish those, and then we'll summon the fire truck. There's literally he could have done this a lot better, but here we are. I have no idea what grave effects he has, so let's see what's going to happen here. So this happens, unless he doesn't. Oh, he's using Honest Neos on this. Okay. No, we will not. This will unfortunately kill the Turbulence. So we are in trouble here. We are definitely dead next turn. The moment DPE resurrects himself. So yeah, I mean, good on the hero player for I mean, he played to his outs, well, quote unquote outs. He already had Honest Neos in hand, which is why he's probably holding on to a bunch of other hand traps as well. So, and we honestly have no way to recover from this. This is literally lethal he has on board with just these two monsters. So, we're just gonna move on to the next duel. I've also been facing against a lot of masochist decks well, I mean, it is on an infrequent basis. But when I do face off against them, I already know they are on a masochist run because they are playing a really, really janky set of cards. And this is definitely not janky. But this could be Deep Draw Exodia, seeing that they do not have an extra deck. So let's see if they trip up at any point here, which is either very, very likely or not at all. So let's see. We're gonna cheer on my opponent here a little. So Anchamofrit, yep, draws 2 cards using Pantheism to discard a Monarch card, then draw 2 cards, and let's see how far they go here. If they don't get very far, they're going to be very, very dead. Although, granted, none of my monsters have a lot to offer, honestly. But if, wow, really, that's just it. Just Vanity's Fiend pass. Okay, opponent. I am interested in whatever it is you're offering. This is interesting. I could negate his effect, but that's not going to do too much. Oh wait, no, we could destroy it next turn. No, we could also do it now because we have Hydrant. Unless this is one of the back rows. Okay, that is to be expected. Okay, so we are playing off against Domain Monarch. So the part where I thought that this was anything but unfortunately is going to be a really, really, really slow grind. Either we draw to the out of Harpy's Feather Duster or evenly matched, but which is honestly very unlikely given how Domain Monarch functions. But it's honestly really fascinating to see Domain Monarch still rocking it to this day. It's just a different flavor of stun, but at least this one, it kills you. It kills you quickly. So I'm going to play this out, just in case I draw into something that will at least alleviate some of the problems that I am currently facing here. But otherwise, we're just gonna skip on to the next duel. So either we do that, or my opponent is just gonna run me over with a bunch of 2800 beat sticks. So I'll see you guys either at the next duel or at the point where I get out of this goddamn deadlock. Okay, we're back. And one major mistake that I forgot to do earlier in the duel was to set the Extinguish onto the field so that I can, I could have popped Vanity's Fiend like a turn earlier than I should have. But we're just going to wait for a monster now. And one thing that I forgot that Monarch's Erupt does is it negates the effects of non-tribute summoned monsters, and that is something that we're going to keep in mind for the rest of this duel, because none of his squires have been able to do their searching, and I haven't even flipped Infinite Impermanence yet, so we're gonna see how far this goes. Although I am on a 2-turn clock, and if they don't find something soon to finish me off here, or they could just attack with the 2 squires and be done with it. But if I don't find anything soon, then I am definitely dead. That is something. Okay, that is something, and that's something we can convert into something else. That's what Snake Eye, that's what Sinful Spoils is for. Okay, Pantheism. What does this do again? Target 2 monarchs, spell traps, return back 1 card. I will unfortunately negate that. I will negate that because I can, and he doesn't have any monsters of interest in the graveyard, so this is just I'm just using Infinite Impermanence to negate the trap card here, and we have Called by the Grave in case they have a hand trap in hand, and we're just gonna be walking here. So we'll get the last Hydrant. We're gonna put it there. And yeah, I think we're gonna walk with it, but we're gonna see how far we go. So we get Turbulence, and then we activate the effect. We're gonna banish these 2, and then we're gonna get the negates. and a bunch of other stuff that we need to search. But first, we're gonna do this. You know, we'll just reduce the number of bodies on board. There we go. All right, just a little off the top there, opponent. Do you have something? If sent to the graveyard, you can target a banished monarch spell trap added to hand. Didn't even have the opportunity window to activate anything in that step, but I think it's fine. So we're gonna get the monster negate, then we're gonna get the two other cards that will help us recover. There we go. And never forget, this is the Imperm column. So we're gonna do this. And there we go. So this will be the leftmost, this will be in the center, and this will be that last. Okay. And then target a rescue ace or a monster my opponent controls. Well, what do you know? He has Vanity's Fiend, which is a sizable monster in and of himself. But I think at this point we should just try and search. We should just search. So we're going to activate alert here, and we're going to get impulse. Insurance for next turn. We have a negate and graveyard interaction for whatever that's worth. So yeah, this is it. This will hopefully be good enough. We're gonna find out soon enough if my opponent hasn't been drawing too many bricks, because if there's one thing I know about Monarch decks, they can brick pretty goddamn hard. So let's see what my opponent has in store for us here. Okay, yep, using the Prime Monarch to shuffle two things. Okay, yep, shuffling the same thing. That is fine. We cannot interact with that anyway, because a lot of our spells and traps deal more with monsters, not back row. Then again, if they did give something that has back, oh god, there's Erebus. Oh dear. All right. He has been bricking pretty hard, so that's to be expected. All right, he's going to tribute off. I'm assuming Turbulence. Yep, he's going to tribute off Turbulence. That is unfortunate. Or he could, you know, do the bigger brain play and tribute away the Hydrant, which is also a possibility. So we're gonna see. But we're gonna see. Right. Yep. That's a right call. But 1 second. That is indeed the right call. But the unfortunate part is, well, we're gonna activate that first. We're gonna turn it on. See if we can interact at any point here. If not, then I honestly have no idea why. Oh, okay. Giving me a chance there? Sure, opponent, sure. Giving me a chance to activate this. That is completely fine by me. We're gonna negate Erebus. And will I have a chance? Yes, I will have a chance. All right. I will save Impulse. Yeah, I think I should save Impulse, since this will get me more material, honestly. Squire has not activated her effect yet, so we're gonna use Called by the Grave, all sneaky-like here. So we're gonna put him here, in defense, where he is a lot safer. And there we go. Called by the Grave will now miss. And Impulse will get his search. And we're gonna get Fire Engine. We're just going to get a lot of bodies on board, so that he will not be able to do too many things. And now that had happened, we're going to banish one of the Ideas, so that she won't trigger her graveyard effect. I hope it doesn't happen. But I believe we are in the clear-ish, sort of. He can't attack into Hydrant anyway, because I have other Rescue Ace monsters on board. So my opponent is in a spot of extreme bother. And we're gonna see where this goes. We're gonna give you Domain of the True Monarch. I'm not going to give you Monarch's Erupt, opponent. I am not going to give you a Floodgate. You probably have other ways to search that, but I'm not gonna make life easy for you. Okay. Well, you have no extra decks. You're the only you're the only player, so I cannot summon monsters from the extra deck. Oh no! Sure, that is completely fine. A lot of my main deck monsters are pretty decent anyway. But not when it's like this. So we're gonna activate Hydrant. Do you have a negation? Okay. Well, it's not negation per se. He's just going to recycle all of his stuff, so that is completely fine. By the way, this is the first time like I'm seeing the Prime Monarch do the recycling thing. I have never seen Prime Monarch do anything else but that. So we're gonna. Is it good to just change it to attack position? Yeah, we're just gonna get damage in. Then we're gonna summon Turbulence, and we're gonna banish these two. I still do not have access to the field spell, which will allow us to recover, but I believe this will be good enough. Although I think we will be able to get our shit online again once Erebus is down, and yeah, because Domain of the True Monarchs needs 2 conditions for it to be online, and I believe we can summon from the extra deck at this point. Yes, we can. All right. We could just go straight into Access Code Talker. We honestly could, but in this stage, we do have a card in hand. That is not going to do us too much help, unfortunately. We don't have anything there, so we're just going to get Link Climb. Right, we're gonna get Link Karibo, we're gonna do our typical rigmarole, unless of course my opponent has something here. Let's see. Okay, he has something. He definitely has something. We're gonna do this. We're gonna get Link Karibo and Impulse out of the way, because these are our 2 bigger monsters. Then we're gonna Nightmare Phoenix. We're gonna discard Thrust, which is strange, but we need to get rid of that field spell just in case they have recovery for next turn. Okay. Then we're going to Promethean Princess. Yes, we will use Nightmare Phoenix as 2 materials. There we go. Promethean Princess is slightly larger than the Fire Engine anyway, so I think this is fine, but we're gonna find out soon enough. Do you have any Nibiru opponent? Okay, no you don't. Alright. What else do we have in the graveyard? Not much, which is sad. Alright. We're just going to go for the Ambler Whale line. It's 1 pop, but it's sometimes more than enough. We're gonna bring back Phoenix. Do you have Nibiru opponent? I am waiting for the Nibiru because every time priority is passed, my opponent seemingly has something. Wait, is it Dia Fire? No, I think this entire deck is just lights and darks. Okay. Yes, I will use Princess as 3 materials, and there we go. And we get Ambler Whale here on the other side. And yeah, we have a pop, and we have a 3k body. It's not much, but I believe it is something. Still sad that we cannot summon Access Code Talker because we need far more material on board. But yeah, I hope this will be more than enough. My opponent and I are at equal life totals now that I'm looking at it. Monarch versus the fire department. I didn't think it would get this close, but we're gonna see who breaks open this can first. I'm assuming it will be my opponent. Yeah, because he has tenacity, which will allow him to reveal. Yeah. Oh god, it's even Mobius. Oh god. Okay, Monarch Stormfort. Okay, he has a way to get rid of something. And now that I'm thinking about it, Promethean Princess won't work because the monster needs to be special summoned, and a lot of the stuff in a Monarch deck, they all normal summon themselves. So I think that entire line was just for naught. So I believe my opponent has this one, but we're gonna see him play it out. And I'm also going to give like my opponent the satisfaction as well, because good god, Monarchs are like far from the meta these days. They're just way too bricky for their own good. But if you just want to play a deck like this, just play Flwanderees. They're the better Monarchs, honestly. We're gonna give you draw 2. You're gonna get those 2 cards back anyway. Your deck is I think he's gone through like he's gone through almost half his deck by this point. Oh my god. So let's see. Yep, cycling those and just drawing 1. That is fine. Let's see what my opponent does. Okay, yeah, Stormfort, that is to be expected. But who will you tribute away, though? Because both of my monsters are pretty sizable. Okay, tributing away that one. And getting... Why Vanity's Fiend? Why? You're just delaying the inevitable here, opponent. Why? Why Vanity's Fiend? Oh my god. We're gonna set max C because my opponent doesn't special summon in the slightest anyway. Why Vanity's Fiend? You wasted a good Stormfort. Well, then again, Erebus would not have been able to do too much as well. I think he's waiting for the other one. The light one, I don't remember her name, unfortunately, and we still don't have access to the field spell. Probably if I had access to the field spell like way earlier, but then again, my line of thinking with getting Fire Engine out is to hopefully summon Airlifter, but at the time he had a floodgate of some sort. I don't remember what it was now. But my opponent just the Monarch experience right then and there. But that fight was close, and props to my Monarch opponent for honestly giving me the fight of my life in a long ass while. So, with that victory in mind, let's move on to the next duel. Let's see what my opponent has for us here, and I am going second, and I have no interaction whatsoever. So let's see how dead I am here. They are rocking a 50-card deck, and they're using literally all basic stuff, like the sleeves that you start out with, the basic mate, math mechs. Ah, great. You're gonna make me do math here. We unfortunately have no interaction whatsoever, so this is just Cyber's Wombo Combo, and on a couple of back row or a monster that I cannot kill so very easily. I am not gonna make you guys watch through this because you guys are probably sick of Cyber's combos by now, so we're just gonna skip to this guy's end board and the start of my turn. So I'll see you guys there. Okay, we're back, and my opponent ended on a seemingly innocuous board, but his back row is what scares me here. Alright, this is a quick effect, right? Yeah, and Transcon Talker is just a link arrow, so the one card we're really worried about here is definitely Firewall Dragon. So we're gonna use Impulse, just see what we can bait out. Opponent, Firewall is 3000 right now, so it's the biggest monster on board, and he is using Solemn freaking Judgment on that. Who the hell plays Solemn Judgment in the year of Solemn Johnson 2024? But we're gonna try and negate his super factorial line. He does have 1, 2, 3. Yes, he has 3. So we're gonna get rid of addition. That will definitely ring some alarm bells of his. But we're not dead though. Of course, until he does something here. Okay, yep, super factorial. Yep, forcing the issue here, which is good. So that's fine. And induction as well. That is a card that you very rarely see. Okay. So they're gonna do their thing here, and that will allow because I believe not Alimbersion, Laplace. I think the name of the Xyz monster is Laplace is going to do its effect on the field, which will allow us to trigger Impulse, and then Impulse will do his thing. So we're gonna see what else happens here. Okay, going for Alimbersion instead. That is a bold move there, opponent. Although he does have a negate now, because I believe Circular is the one who gives that. Add a spell trap. Hold on there. Hold your horses there, opponent. We're gonna activate Impulse. Does this give us an opportunity to activate Airlifter as well? I believe it should, question mark. Unless it doesn't. I don't know what the timing is for their tribute effects, because it does say Quake Effect Speed, so I'm assuming you can activate it at any time. But I think this is fine. I believe this is fine. We're just gonna set him in defense position because we cannot clear over a lot of these. Maybe except Alimbersion, but I am not going to risk it, especially with whatever benefit Circular has here. This card can only attack, discard. No, this is the one that doesn't give the negate. I believe it was. Yeah, I think it was Diameter. Let's read his effect. Once per turn, during the turn, discard for summon wherever it has. Okay, it does negate. All right. Oh, Induction has that. I did not know that. So now we're dead. This is 5,000. Then this is only 7,800, but he does just normal summon one other monster, and then that'll be the end of that. And I did not think that they would run this card. I think this is just a little too, well, for me at least, it seems a little too high rolly. Given how good back row destruction is these days. But yeah, my Cyber's opponent got me, so I'll just see you guys in the next duel. Finally going first for once, so let's see what kind of board I can set up here. Opponent's rocking the Desert Field, having an exactly 40 card deck, so that is already scary. Do you have a max C check for me here, opponent? We sadly do not have anything. The hand literally sucks. Oh my god, I cannot believe this hands like this can brick. This should be emergency because I believe it also tributes from the hand. I'll have to read the card again to find out. But we're gonna give our opponent just a little scare. We're just gonna set 3 and pass and hope and pray that my opponent doesn't kill me here. But they are rocking a really tight deck, and we're gonna see how dead we are at this point. So let's see. My opponent has Machina. We have faced off against a who's who of rogue decks here today. Like, what the fuck? Citadel is actually one of those. This is one of those times where I have to use it. Where I have to use Caught by the Grave offensively. We're gonna get rid of Citadel right here, right now, because that's an OTK machine right there, and I mean that in both the literal and the metaphorical sense. So he's going to get 2 things, and one of the win cons is at least no longer around. So getting Gear Frame. I'm assuming also getting Fortress. I believe the name was. Defense Perimeter. That is a card that I normally do not see in Earth Machine. Okay. Defense Perimeter. While control level 7 or higher monster, I am reading opponent. Your opponent cannot target level 6 or lower monsters for attacks. Also cannot be targeted by effects. If a facial machine is destroyed by battle card effect, target a machine, add to hand. Okay. So it's protection and also a way to actually no, it's more control. Yeah, it's only protection. No, it's not control. It's more protection for your low level ones, as long as you get a high level machine on board. So you need to have a high level machine first before this becomes truly online. But if it's just going to end up like this, then this is fine by me. Although our attack will not be severely compromised because a lot of our top end are machines. So I believe we are fine here. I hope, question mark. Dreadnought. So that's a problem for next turn. Because that will turn into Juggernaut Liebe or Gustav Max. So we're gonna see. That is okay. Maxi, you would have been good last turn, but for this exact scenario, you are a sinful spoils target. We're gonna do that. Then we're gonna summon this here because this could be infinite permanence. Do you have something for this opponent? All right, nothing yet. So we're gonna see what my opponent has for us here. Nothing yet. Okay, cool. Airlifter, question mark. Okay, still lets us through. That is interesting. Now we're going to, I don't know what we're gonna do here. We're gonna search. We're gonna use alert. There we go. We're going to get Fire Engine because we can, and we'll be summoning Turbulence soon anyway. So that is something. Wait. While you control level 7 or higher. Alright. The conditions have not been met yet. Sad that he didn't set it into any of these fields, so we're just going to go into Linkuriboh. Right here. There we go. So we're just gonna go to Linkuribo, and then we're going to summon Turbulence. Who is now a machine. He's not Cybers. So Turbulence, we're gonna banish these two. There we go, pop pop. Let's see what my opponent has here. Machina Overdrive. Okay. Wait, what does this card do again? Targeted machine, special summon a Machina if you do destroy a targeted monster. Okay. What's he going to summon? He's going to summon. Wow, this is something that you don't normally see. Oh, right. He has a destruction protection. I forgot about that. So Air Raider, I believe, has an effect, if I remember correctly. Hold on, let me read Air Raider. Discard one other. Well, it is his turn, so its purpose here is just as a defense wall. So let's see what my opponent's gonna do here. All right, during your opponent's turn. Oh, it is a quick effect. Target a machine monster you control, special summon a machine from your deck with lower level if you do destroy that targeted monster. So it's targeting itself. Okay. We could, but I am not going to. We don't control a hydrant at the moment, and we cannot target the low levels anyway because of perimeter. Wait, no, it's going to tribute itself, so none of his monsters are going to have the protection it needs anyway. So we're gonna let that through. Let's see what else is going to happen here. Fire Engine is going to summon himself anyways. I forgot that was on the chain link here. So, yep, okay, yeah, he is going to get, indeed going to get Fortress. So we're going to summon this in attack position. Oh, he had another Citadel. I didn't notice. Okay. Destroyed. Okay, to add a machine, add it to hand. I'm assuming he's getting Unclaspa. Yeah, he's getting Unclaspa. Citadel, special summon it, yes, and then it's a quick effect Raigeki. That is fine. We're going to destroy him just as he's going to destroy us. Let's see. Yeah, Citadel. Oh, right, he's negated because of Called by the Grave. I completely forgot about that. Okay. On Casper, yeah, he summons himself right here. Sure, that's fine. And then we're going to use Fire Engine. We're going to summon an Airlifter from the deck. And there we go. This guy is Foolish Burial for the entire archetype. Well, for Earth Machine to be specific. Then we're going to get the field spell. And there it is, boys and girls. Ruin Force. We're going to get Airlifter. We're going to send him to defense because we need to. Okay, then Airlifter activates his effect. There we go. Then we're gonna get the field spell. We're gonna get the other stuff later. We're going to activate the field spell. Do we even have enough material yet? Not yet. Okay. Do you have any fire types in the graveyard? None yet, but oh right, I forgot that this grants an extra normal summon. So excuse me for a second here, opponent. So that happens, and then it's literally just a climb all the way up to the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, we can do that. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna be a little bit spicier about it. If we can. I don't think we can, unfortunately. So we're just gonna link climb the old-fashioned way then. There we go. And we're gonna get Hita. And then we're going to I mean, we could just go for another link too, now that I'm thinking about it, and then just use access code talker to just get rid of his whole board. Oh my god, we can do that. Oh my god. So we do this. We're not going to go for Promethean Princess here because the board is a little too chunky right now. So we're going to go into access code talker. This is a line that I normally don't go into. Yes, we're going to treat it as two materials. There we go. So access code, which will grant a couple of attack. Because I am using this. There we go. And then, so we have two ways. We're going to banish Barricade Board Blocker. We're going to get rid of the back row. There we go. That will allow us to breathe a little. What does this guy do exactly? If this card is destroyed by battle set to graveyard, target one card your opponent controls before resolving. Look at the opponent's hand, discard one card at random. I will not allow you to do that, sir. There we go. Hita, yeah, we're not gonna do that yet. We can't target it anyway. Well, we can't target it now because of what we have here. And then now we're going to recycle. And I believe my opponent's will to live is substantially broken. There we go. All right. So we're going to recycle these 4 back into the deck. Doop doop doop. And a boop boop boop. And badam. All right. Now we're just going to attack. And there we go. Opponent's will to live is broken. And there we go. We're just going to swing here. And then access code does its thing. And we're going to swing into that. Do you have something for this opponent? Yep. Yeah. You still take the damage. Blah, blah, blah. YuGiOh meme and whatnot. At the end of the battle phase, you can special summon your extra deck using this face-up card. But it needs to have destroyed an opponent's monster by battle. Okay. That is fine by me. So we're going to get the other spells and traps first. So we're going to put it here because we can. Yes, we will set another card. We're going to put this here because we can. We're going to set another card. We're literally just going to get all of the. We're going to get the big 4 into rotation here. So this, and this. And there we go. Fight through this opponent. I'm pretty sure he can. Given how resilient Earth Machine can be, and I did give him enough material in his graveyard for him to be able to summon out Ruin Force, and Ruin Force is not so easily contested with. So we're gonna see what he has here. All right, using Fortress's inherent effect to do his thing. That is fine, but none of his monsters are bigger than mine. So we're gonna see how far my opponent's going to go here, if at all. Let's see. Okay, yep, banishing. Let's see, summoning out. Oh, he's just getting Ruin Force out. Okay, sure. 4600 is something. Pay half your life points and get activation. During the battle phase, you say. During the battle phase, you say. Unfortunately, it's not the battle phase yet. But if he is immune, okay, yeah, he's not immune. Okay, yep, destroyed. Yep, he's going to summon back all of the other ones, target a machine, add it to hand. I'm assuming he's going to get any of the other machines that have been destroyed over time. Yeah, gear frame is to be expected. I believe he's going to get back Citadel here, and then we're just going to negate it with Contain. And all of his monsters are like a lot smaller than mine still. So let's see what my Earth Machine opponent has here. Good God, this entire recording I have faced off against nothing but rogue decks, but off cam I face off like against the meta, and it's all Snake Eyes. I suddenly miss Kashtira. As weird as that is, and I hate Kashtira. Oh my God. That is not what we negate, unfortunately. We're going to summon out. I mean, we could, but I'm not going to. Actually, no, we're not going to. We're gonna save these until we get Hydrant onto the field much later. So let's see what else my opponent has for us here. Okay, so Unclasper, sending another Unclasper. Well, no, it's Possess Storage. Okay. I thought he sent another Unclasper. Okay, what else is my opponent going to do here? Okay, linking 3 away. Is this Apollo USA? I don't think so. Okay, Auroradon. That is interesting, opponent. I don't know why you would do that. This could be bait, though. But this will allow him to either link climb or to have more material on board, so he can tribute something. So that he can potentially tribute summon something from his hand. But you only really need just 2 tributes to be able to do anything. But we're gonna see what else my opponent has here. Okay, he has not normal summoned, so this is his normal summon for the turn. We're going to summon out just as a defensive precaution here, because we can't really do anything else. We're going to summon out Airlifter. Why did I add that to hand? Did I use the wrong one? Oh my God. All right. Anyway, That's, I think, better in the graveyard anyway. So let's just see what else my opponent has here. Although, if my opponent does activate an effect on the field, Airlifter will be able to trigger his effect. So that it's something. It's something. Oh, Ruin Force's summon is not once per turn. I did not know that. Okay. Okay. He still has something to contest my shit. So let's see. All right. Ruin Force, do your thing. Do your thing. He can only attack once, right? Yeah, he can only attack once. Why? Why can he only attack once? That's just a measly 300 points of damage. All that work just for 300 points of damage. You will not be able to destroy that unless. All right, Unclasper increases attack by 1200 if I remember correctly. No, oh, it's this one. Unclasper Resavenger. There we go. All right, so for a measly 500 points of damage, my opponent takes down my two biggest threats. Sure. He did destroy a something by battle. Do we special summon it? Yeah, sure, why not? And then it will be negated. At least that's something. Yep. That's at least there. And now we're going to do this while we can. Just to preserve our life points a little, because yeah, he could still attack with Aurora down here. So this saves us just a little bit of life points. So there's that. So that happens. Then yeah, he's going to attack with that. Oh wait, no, we're still dead because our life points were halved. So yeah, opponent got me there. Shouldn't have activated during the battle phase here because I forgot that Ruin Force negates during the battle phase. So yeah, faced off against nothing but rogue decks and decks below the rogue status. So it's something. It's a different kind of experience here on the rank ladder every day on Master Duel, especially when I record for YouTube. So yeah, we're gonna cut it here, and hope you guys like the variety, insane amount of variety we got here today, and hope I get more of that off camera now. I do face off against a lot of like Dark Magician and Blue Eyes off cam because of the anniversary stuff that they put out, and people just wanna rock out with classic DM stuff again. So if you guys like what you saw, hit like, comment, subscribe, and share this among your friends. And until next time, toodles.